So I was kind of thinking, we I've always wondered why like a lot of things didn't make sense to me in this world. I've always wondered why we had hunger, we had poverty, we had war and killing and murders and rapists and child molesters. I was wondering why, right? Why do we have this in our world? Why is it that it exists? And what can we do about it, right? How do we end this, right? Because to me, it's hard for me to believe that we can't live in a world where we can all work together. That we go back and remind each other how important we are to each other, right? We need to work together as neighbors, as friends, as family, brothers in arms, women in arms and mothers. You know what I'm saying? All that stuff we have to work together. Because yes, we may have different objectives, but the goal is still the same, right? The main goal, the main mission is still the same, but we all have different objectives, right? To get to that point, right? And to me, it's like God's master plan, right? And if you take a look, that's cool. What game are you playing, Ordis? It's like, um, it'd be crazy if you responded back to. It'd be cool though, right? If they incorporate AI into Jarvis and see how that works out. Anyways, so my thought is this, right? Like, people ask me if I'm really running for president, and the answer is yes, I really am, and I truly believe that I can bring the world together, and I can unite the people once again, so we can work together to accomplish things that no humans in our history has ever been able to accomplish. Right? I want us. I want us. For us, when we look up, we know God looks down and He's proud of us. Not just me, not just my wife, not just my family. I'm talking about every human being on this planet Earth. I pray that God one day is proud of us, all of us, for the things we work together to accomplish with the Lord, as our Lord, as our observer, right? As our he's the referee. Timeout. Come on, guys. Really? You know what I'm saying? Like, I understand we have differences, ladies and gentlemen. I know we have different beliefs and understanding of the world. And yes, we've committed atrocities to each other. But let us put our guns down and communicate and work together to accomplish the goal. To me personally, I want to give Gaza, I want to give Israel whatever resources they need that aren't weapons and guns to get them to compete with each other. Who has the most money? Who has the highest GDP? That's the goal I want. Gaza, and Palestine, and Iran, and everybody to work to compete there, right? Put the guns down. It's not fixing the problem, ladies and gentlemen. How long have you guys been at war? How long? Right? And yet you still haven't figured out the solution. Maybe we should stop. And I understand it's easier said than done because we can't seem to forgive for what they've done to us. I understand. I understand. Like, I understand this happens, but there's got to be a point where we got to say, okay, what can we do? What can we try to do something differently? Let's show off how much money our country makes. With the education of our children and our training of our parents and family, like, we've invested so much money in their healthcare and giving them whatever they need, so don't worry about stuff like that. We just want them to train and learn and make as much money in the country and create new technologies that just betters humanity. And now we're competing against who's got better medicine, who's got better technologies helping people out, who has the longest life rate, who's, what I'm saying, like, all these things that we could be competing on that doesn't have to result in death. That's all I'm asking, because I've listen to me, as a Marine, I never saw action. I mean, I've got shot at, whatever, who cares, right? Motored, whatever, no big deal. But the point is, I've had brothers and sisters who've literally killed or have been killed over our leadership. Now, again, if we had a reason to go, I understand, right? But there's just got to be a better way, man. Have we forgotten the ability of communication? Like, it's hard for me to believe that I'm talking to a leader from Iran, Iraq, Afghanistan, and we can't come to an agreement to say, okay, what can I do for you to thrive your people? What do you need? If you need energy, let's find another form of energy. It's just, we've had some bad history, right? And I think I mean, I personally am a fan of nuclear energy. I'm not. maybe to build our ships be cool, right? Let's use that to power our ships to go to space together. You know what I'm saying? United States Space Command, just saying, USNC, it could be real. I'm real talking. I'm real talking. I'm telling you, I want to be the president of the United States. And I've never in my life wanted to be the president of the United States. You know what I'm saying? I was like, I don't want to, I didn't wake up when I was like, I'm going to be president. No one thinks like that, right? No one wants to just decide to be a president one day. Like, there's steps to it, right? There's like, you're in a family, whatever. Doesn't matter. Point is, right? We've all have the ability to work together to solve our problems. And and I'm not gonna lie to you, like I'm a little upset right now because of what is going on with the world. And yet we have these like I turn on the news and it's like, okay, this is happening, but we still haven't solved hunger. This is happening, we haven't solved homelessness. This is happening, we have not ended suicide. What are we doing? What are we doing as a country? I understand we have problems. I get that. But let us be that, those three things be our priority to fix that as quickly as possible. Let us fix those three things, and then we can talk about the next subject. Subject number 5, what's that? Right? Let's go down. Let's break it down by lists. What is it that we have to work together to solve? Okay, we have a problem with traffic. We have a problem with, the United Country, whatever. Like those kind of things. Step 1, step 2, like, problem 1, problem 2, problem 3. How do we work together as leaders to solve the problem? That's it. I don't understand why there's this like red and blue should work together to make purple, not just red and blue, right? That passion should be fueled to solve the issues and work together and solve the problem. I just don't understand like the politics drives me absolutely nuts. I hate even using the word politics because it's not really doesn't really represent what really is going on. It's just a human communication we need to work on. That's it. It's nothing harder than that. You know what I'm saying? Like there's nothing. It's that simple, ladies and gentlemen. I don't think the problems we have. Okay, now listen. I'm a firm believer of God, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, you can't convince me otherwise. Okay, all right. Seriously, like we gotta move on to the next step, right? God is real. Okay, what's next now? What do we do, right? Because I truly believe that humanity was our current like human species right now as we speak is in a golden age. Okay, the amount of technology, the amount of wealth we have in the world, like all these great things that we've done and accomplished as countries. You know what I'm saying? Is it as bad as before? No, there was wars all the time, right? We get that, right? We're getting better. Safety is improving, right? Our safety department could use a little work. You know what I'm saying? Country worldwide, we probably need a better security. Like we shouldn't be putting hands on each other. We shouldn't be pulling guns and triggers. Like why? Listen to me. Let me tell you something, okay? You are created by the same biology of a star, of a sun, of the planets. Okay? It took time. It took science. It took, atoms and cells and the perfect timing for you to be that spark of light that comes into this world. You're telling me that God does not love you? You're telling me that God does not see how important you are? Yes, you've made mistakes, but what are you doing about it? What are you going to do better? That's what he wants to know. We keep thinking, oh, he's never going to forgive me. Bro, he's forgiven the most heinous people. The person who got crucified with Christ was a murderer and rapist. He did all kinds of crazy stuff, man, right? And he forgave him, and he went to heaven, right? But the point is this. Like, we got to move forward. We got to do whatever we can. Let's better our security so our children are safe, our families are safe, our women are safe, our men are safe. That's my number one priority, security. Our security sucks right now, okay? You're telling me with all this money, all this power, we still can't protect children? We can't protect, parents and mothers? And, like, what kind of security is this? Who are we paying right now? We got to change the contract, bro. It's not working. What are we doing? What more do we need to solve these problems and end them? I'm not talking about, let's put a little Band-Aid. No, I'm talking about forever and done. If you're in a cartel, if you're a drug dealer, if you in a gang, whatever, bro, I pray for your family's safety. I pray for you to go to sleep in peace with your family, with your friends, with your brothers and sisters that ride or die for you. I want peace for you. I want you to be able to wake up in the morning and not worry about checking your back or checking your bed and not have to carry a gun because you're not even safe, bro. That's not okay. If we have to split you up across the world so it's harder for you to be found so you guys don't kill each other, let's do that. But let's stop the killing, please. That's all I'm asking, man. Please, for the love of God, can we stop? Can we stop? Please, there's no point, ladies and gentlemen. We have so much potential. We're more than this. And as your president, as your leader, I expect you to understand where I'm coming from and follow me. Work with me. Not even follow me, just work with me. That's all I'm asking. You know, follow me, I don't care. Like, follow God, but work with me. That's all I'm asking. You know what I'm saying? Don't follow me. I don't care about that. I don't care if you're a follower or not. I care, are we going to do this? Yes or no? Are we going to work together to fix this problem? Yes or no? If the answer is no, then maybe we'll talk another time. That's my foreign affairs. That's how I feel about humanity. That's how I feel about my policies and all that stuff. People before policies. That's all I'm saying, right? Like, if we know we have a problem with money and rent, and we feel like people are not being paid, and I feel like, what would the number look like for every single person to live comfortably, not worry about bills, and be able to go on vacation once a year or twice a year, whatever, be able to go to the beach and go do something fun with the family? How much would that cost? $1,400 a month, $1,500 a month, right? Everybody has a different number, right? Everybody has different things, and we can look at how much you make, how much you pay in taxes. See, okay, well, we'll pay into a vacation fund. Whatever taxes you paid, we'll take 10% of that and put that in a vacation fund. And we want you to at least, mandatory whenever you want to take, when there's a holiday, like when we have, summer and stuff like that, we need people to take time off monthly if we have to. You know what I'm saying? Let it just be something that we need as a people, because we need to spend time with our families. All right. I personally believe out of 100% of your pay, we spend about 80% of it in just bills, utilities, and everything, right? Expenses. But I pray that it becomes to like 20, 30%. And the rest goes into whatever we are passionate about, whatever we want to do. You want to study art. You want to study music. You want to learn martial arts. You want to be an expert in archery and sword, whatever you choose to do. Let that be your passion. Let that be your push, right? To want to work, not because you have to work. That's where I want to end up at, where I want to work, not that I have to work. Right? Because we don't want slaves. We don't want like robots. We don't want zombies. We want human beings who can think for themselves, who can grow and help us grow. And here's another thing that bothers me, okay? As president, right? How in the heck, okay, maybe I don't understand. Maybe there's something dangerous or something behind that. I don't know, right? Conspiracies, whatever. But Tesla created free energy. Why is that locked up? Why? Because of money? You're telling me because of money we're doing this? This is kind of ridiculous, God. Come on. You can't tell me there's not a better way of doing this. Like, you're telling me there's no better way in doing this? Like, if money is preventing us from moving forward as a country, as a technology, with our technology, and allowing us to upgrade, then we got to change the ways we look at things. I remember I keep hearing that the money is our God. Money is our God. And to me, it's starting to seem that way. We're willing to do all these dumb things for money, but not do the great things and easier things for God. Like, that's what I'm trying to say, bro. It's way easier to follow God. Way easier. It's not as stressful. It's pretty dope. He shows you cool things. He loves you. You're in the right. You know what I'm saying? And he's trying to just help everybody work together. That's it. That's all God wants, bro. That's literally what Christ came down to do. He said, love thy neighbor. That's the commandment I leave you with. As I loved you. That's all he said. Nothing like, you got to do this and you got to go sit in a pool of blood and do this. No, bro, you just got to say, I believe in Christ, that the Son of God, that's what you're going to believe. That's it, that you truly believe that Christ was the Son of God. If you believe that, you are saved. That's literally it. That's all you have to do. It's the rest, it's a work in progress, ladies and gentlemen. It's a work in progress. It's not just right off the bat. No, like that in itself, that thought, knowing that you respect Jesus Christ for what he did, Yahweh, Yahweh, you know what I'm saying? Like, if Yeshua, if we respect him for what he's done for us, and again, then we can't go wrong. Right? As Catholics, that is our sworn duty, right? To remind people that Christ was the Son of God. That's it. That's all of our responsibility. We're not just, people who went to church and stuff like that, church school. We're like warriors of Christ, right? We are here to fight to the death if we have to know that Christ is the Son of God. And that idea can never go away, right? We should never reject that. You know what I'm saying? That's just disrespectful. Why would you anyways? That's just a waste of time. We could be fixing things besides arguing, but it's already a fact. If you don't believe me, go pray yourself. Right now, if you don't believe what I'm saying, go pray to God right now. I promise you, I guarantee it, period, at the end of the sentence right here, he will respond. I promise you, bro, ain't no way I'm here where I'm at now if it wasn't for God. I'm telling you, I lost it all, ladies and gentlemen. I had nothing. I didn't have my wife, my best friend. You know what I'm saying? I had nothing. And I knew what it felt like. I was like, I don't ever want to lose this, ever. But I chose God first. I chose God to give up everything I had to know I chose God. Because I remember one time I made a mistake of choosing something over God. And I suffered miserably. You know? What I suffered was minuscule to the greatness and joy. I have my wife, my children, my job, you know what I'm saying? My house, you know what I'm saying? My family. Like, I can't, and I pray for this for everyone else. This is what I wish for you. I wish for everyone to be whatever you deem family, you know what I'm saying? Whatever what that looks like to you, whatever family gives you love and respect, and let that be it. But let us work together to learn about Christ. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying, bro. I'm not asking for much. Let's just fix these three things, right? Number one, hunger. Number two, homelessness. Number three, suicide. Let's fix these three things. Once we fix these three things, we can talk about the next subject. Together, let's figure it out. One by one, down the list. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. All right. You know what I'm saying? Let's figure it out. We have to be for the people. And what I'm praying really hard now, really, I'm really serious right now. I'm really praying that the conspiracy I hear that, there's just people evil doing all this crazy stuff and just to keep, freaking Satan happy for some dumbass reason or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, I pray that's false. I pray we just don't know what to do. We're just not sure, right? I pray for that. I pray for this Epstein things to be a lie. I pray that this stuff is not real. Because if it is, ladies and gentlemen, if it's true, and you're telling me we wasted all this time, all this money to do stupid things like that, is kind of ridiculous. That is unacceptable. And therefore, you should report it to HR. Just saying. The first thing I'm going to do, second thing I'm going to do, right, is incorporate HR into the government. Guess what, buddies? You know what I'm saying? Like, the dumb things you all do and things you all can get away with now, yeah, right. Like, yeah, pull it to HR, bro. You're done. You're cooked, son. You're being relieved of duty. You know what I'm saying? Because, again, we're leaders. We shouldn't be falling into those traps and those sins. Like, it's just stupid. There's more important things to be worried about right now than that nonsense. And I'm praying it's all false. I really am, guys. I really am. Because it would break my heart. It would piss me off. It would piss me off, ladies and gentlemen, that is the reason why we have these stupid problems. And if that's true, Lord God, please give me strength, give me patience, okay? Because I don't know if I can endure that anymore. And number three, okay, the third thing I would do is, again, this child trafficking, human trafficking is done, is dead, bro. I'm going to tell you right now, it's done. I'm going to tell you how we're going to fix it, okay? The cartel pays about $5,000 to $6,000 to these coyotes who take them across the land, right? And not guaranteeing them their safety. Who knows, right? It get them from point A to point B. What happens in between, it varies. There's no security there, right? And that's if they don't get caught. That's if they don't get killed in the river. It's if they don't get split by their family or murder. God knows what else happens, right? It's not safe. It's not secure, right? Okay, my counteract is this. We, I'm going to pick a department here. The border control, right? Border control is going to provide them transportation from point A to point B. They will receive a transaction. They will wait from the government to say, hey, we received the $5,000 money, whatever you're going to pay to these people here. Cool. That money we're going to use to go ahead and get you a hotel, get you a place to stay. It's your money. You earned it, right? You paid for it. So therefore, we're going to treat you like, hey, you're just another person. We're trying to get you set up. Boom. All right. We got priests. We got, churches. We got nonprofits. We're looking for jobs for them. Hey, they're looking for somebody who could do this, blah, blah, blah. Boom. Okay, listen, we got this person set up. And I'm going to tell you right now, we're going to guarantee their safety. And if we fail, I'm holding the CIA, Department of Justice, accountable. Their job is to ensure the safety of the people. And we'll do whatever it takes to protect humanity. Plain and simple. Okay? Well, if we have to build a train from the bottom of Brazil, whatever, to the south of the south and bring it up here, we'll do that. To whatever it makes it easy. The moment you're on that train or you're on that land, you're technically protected by the United States government. And if something happens, we will respond. I pray to God that you don't do nothing stupid. Don't put your hands on somebody. Don't try to kidnap them. Don't murder them. Don't rob them. Don't do stupid things like that. Because I promise you, we will find you and we'll take care of it. We're going to hold you accountable. Plain and simple. We'll probably take the HR. We'll probably lock you up or some dumb stuff like that. Who knows? But I'm praying that it just doesn't happen. Okay. Now, the cartel is gonna be upset. They're gonna retaliate. Oh, the money, the money, the money. Okay. How about this? How about your job now is supervise security for the train or ensuring that this person gets here safely? We'll pay you a cut. Whatever you're making, we'll probably double that. Whatever. We're guaranteeing that this much money is being paid. Why? Because now you have a 401k, you have health benefits, you got all the training you need to have, weapons training, all that crazy stuff, and you just have to work for us. And if you take it back, cool, but understand you're still under our contract. You know what I'm saying? This is your opportunity to just give up your past and just move forward and be able to provide for your family, to be able to do what you're doing anyways, right? You know the terrain better than anybody else anyways. Help us out. Help us get these people here. What's the best way to do it? Do we, I don't want to interfere with nature too much, right? Do we need a better boat? Do we need a better bridge? What can we do to help you make your life easier, right? To make sure your transportation from this person is here safely into our country, right? That's what I want to make sure that we have track, we have eyes, we have drones, whatever we need to make sure the safety of our children and families are safe. And I'm gonna tell you right now, this locking people up because they're freaking humans is ridiculous. That's not the solution. Now, granted, again, maybe we just don't know how to solve the problem. We just don't know me. You know what I'm saying? I haven't heard any answers. I haven't heard any ways to fix the problem, right? I've heard what's going on. I've heard the problem, but I never heard solutions. So here's my solution, right? Once we get the people in the country, understand, ladies and gentlemen, the people here coming in legally, my concern is that they're not even paying taxes, bro. Right? You're paying taxes. You go to work, you pay taxes, right? The people who come here legally don't pay taxes. Now, they could put in a social security number or whatever, or card and pay certain taxes, right? But I think this way: the more people we have idea where they are, so they're safe. Number one is more important than anything else, right? The second part is that hey, they're contributing with our country, so therefore, the more people here, the more taxes are being paid, the more money our country will have, the more thriving we'll have. And think about it: we'll have people from all over the world, which we already do, right? To come together, to work together in this melting pot and just grow and just take this to the next level. We have the best of every country here in the United States of America, right? We have people from all over the world here, right? And we should embrace that. We should make our welcoming much better to show them what we're really about. Yes, we got to protect our children. Yes, we got to keep these drug dealers and stuff out, but let's come up with a solution first. If we'll take it off you, just don't come, just come back when you're not selling drugs. That's all I'm saying. We got a job for you. We're waiting for you whenever you're ready to come. Whenever, what I'm saying? Maybe on probation for a little bit, you can't have a gun, because you've killed people, blah, 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 you know what I'm saying? But we'll give you a job, right? And we won't have to worry about you doing this again, okay? Because if you do, then, then it's not good for you, right? Let's just not get to that point. Let's just say it, right? Because then you got to talk to HR and you can't do stuff like that, right? You can't go hurting people and stuff. You know what I'm saying? There's rules, man. Now you got to sit there for training. I think it's more torture than jail, sitting through training. That sucks, man. You know what I'm saying? If you've ever been to a training you had to do for work, it sucks. It's long. It takes forever. It drags out, man, right? Every video I've seen is quick. This video is taking 20 years, man. And it's only 5 minutes. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, you see my point though, right? There's got to be something different we have to try because I'm tired of these results. I'm sick of hearing every single day that I have to worry about my children. I got to worry about other people's children. I got to worry about children coming in, getting out, getting hurt. What do we need to do to end it? It is unacceptable to be in 2026 and have these ridiculous problems, ladies and gentlemen. I always ask, what are we doing? What are we doing about it? Yet I have not heard anything about it. Why? Why have we done this? Because we just don't know? That's okay, guys. We're just not sure how to fix this problem. Here's the issues. Boom, boom, boom. What do you guys think? What do you think we should do? What kind of ideas do you guys have? Because I know Reddit is super smart. I know these guys are super intelligent. There's so many people on the internet that are so smart, right? We have our memers, you know what I'm saying? I mean, they're kind of important. Yeah, they got to make us laugh, you know what I'm saying? But let's just fix the problem, right? Let's make it a meme. Remember back in the day we used to kill people? That's funny. We haven't done that in years, man. You know what I'm saying? That's how I want it to be. I want it to be a meme. Murder was a meme, as a meme now. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how that would look. I'm sure someone would figure it out. But that's what I want. We just don't, what? Murder? What are you talking about, dude? That's crazy. What are you nuts, man? You okay, bro? We don't do that here no more, man. Let's just go figure it out, whatever. Yeah, don't worry, man. Come on. Don't worry. Yeah, come on. Let's go figure this out. You know what I'm saying? And if poverty is a part of the problem, let's fix that. Right? Again, I was talking about a vacation fund. I'm talking about funds that we could create for people. And I always ask, how much would it be? Right? I just want a number. How much would that total cost be? I wish there was like a website or something we can create where people could just submit each person. How much money would you need? Like, be realistic. Like, don't go me crazy numbers. You know, I would love for everybody to have $1 billion, right? I'm sure, right? But let's be real. Like, what are you looking at? What number is the number that your family needs right now? Not even right now, but just right now to be comfortable. You don't have to worry about your bills. I'm gonna just be specific. You don't have to worry about your mortgage or your rent. Okay. You don't have to worry about your groceries. You don't have to worry about electric. You don't have to worry about garbage. You don't have to worry about your car. You don't have to worry about your insurance, all the things you have expenses for, right? What would that number look like? How much would that be? I don't say I want to include food just yet because I want to see how much it would cost for food. Like, what are you looking for food? How much money would you need for food, right? And I would like it to the point to where our country's making so much money that we could pay that. And now you have choices. You have options. You can choose to go where you want now. You can choose to follow your passion that God has given you. And I want to see where that takes you, where that takes us as a country. That's what I want. I've seen so much talent, ladies and gentlemen. Like, when I heard about Pop Smoke being killed over money, I almost lost it because it's like, what are we doing, bro? Are we that serious? Can we not figure out a better way to make money? Like, this is absolutely godless, bro. Like, and to me, that's unacceptable. I remember the day when we kicked God out. It was a day we kicked him out of schools. I remember the day I was like sick or something. Every time I'm sick, I come back and something crazy happens. So I came back, right? The next, I'm like standing up for the Pledge of Allegiance and no one's standing up. Everybody's looking at me like I'm crazy. Like, oh yeah, we don't stand up anymore. I'm like, what do you mean why? Is it because God, saying the word God is offensive? I'm like, what are you talking about? I was like, what? I was like, are you guys serious? I couldn't believe it. I was like, you got to be nuts. And ever since then, downhill of our education. Now, is it all true? Maybe it's not, right? Maybe there's obviously some good parts to education. But again, we should be working together to solve the problems. How do we fix education? We need to upgrade our education. Because let's be real. Where do we test at? What do we test at, right? If we're testing pretty low, let's find different like tests, kind of, that's just test memory, right? But like, aptitude, social skills, different technology, whatever kind of tests there are, different types of intelligence out there to kind of help like grow us, right? The right fertilizer for our minds, right? For us to grow to our plants, to our tree, whatever we are, you know what I'm saying? And then, connect that way, right? So we can be focused on what we want to do, what we're passionate in doing versus the things we have to do to make money. You see what I'm saying? It always goes back to money. Like, to me, money is our owner, is our master almost, right? Because we really can't, like, we can't fix it, but we don't have enough money. Or I can't do this because we don't have enough money. Or I can't be nice because I don't have enough money. Or I got to go kill this person because I don't got money. Like, that to me is nuts. Now it's because if you have money and you still want to do it, that's when you got to talk to God. And that's when I pray the Lord visits you. That's what I pray for. I pray for Jesus Christ to come to you in some way, shape, or form to stop you from doing stuff like that. That's all I'm saying. Keep your hands to yourself. That's all I'm saying. Because again, what I'm concerned about is two things. One, for your safety, right? Number two, your potential. You could be the next rapper, freaking artist, musician, boxer, football player, and freaking airsoft champion, bro. Like, you shooting up the place anyway, so you may as well do that in training. Have fun doing it. You don't have to worry about any death consequences or getting in jail. But like, those kind of things, I think about what your potential as a human being is, right? What you provide to this world, what you mean to God. And if you think that God doesn't care about you, or you've lost all hope because of things you've done, I beg you to speak to him. Ask God himself. Tell him, ask him. Ask him. Whether you believe him or not. Whether you believe him or not, ask, and you shall receive. I've had people who don't believe in God, and God still helps them. They don't even know it. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, this guy, I don't believe in God. And this, I'm like, okay, but yeah, God, Christ's gonna die for us. You know what I'm saying? Just saying, it's kind of a big deal. But I don't. Listen, we had a conversation. I wasn't here to convert him. I just wanted him to know that if he ever needed to talk to God, he was there for him. That's it. I'm not saying, well, you're going to hell. And now I'm not doing all that stuff. Okay, right? I'm not doing all that. It's not what we're meant to do. We're supposed to speak about the word of God, not yell or scream, curse, piss people off. No, we're supposed to speak. Right? And speak when you're spoken to. Like, if something comes up, then talk about God. You know what I'm saying? But don't be like, hey, you, what are you doing? Nothing? Not being part of God? Come over here. You know what I'm saying? Oh, God. And they're like freaking running. You know what I'm saying? Not like that, right? So that's where I stand, right, on these issues here we have in this world right now as we speak, right? If there's anything else I could think of that is not a priority, like, again, Gaza and Israel, okay? What do we need to do to give the people of Israel and the people of Palestine to have what they need to succeed? How much would that cost? I am no longer funding any rifles or any guns. I'm sorry. If Miss Rachel's lying about the deaths of children, you done lost. You done screwed up. You're on probation, buddy. Until we can trust you with a gun, you can't have us, especially if we're paying for it. Absolutely not. I'm sorry. We're stripping it all away. We're taking it away. No, turn it in, turn it in, turn it in, turn it in. I don't care. None of you guys can have weapons right now. You guys need to just, I'm going to split you guys up. I want a competition. By the end of this year, I want to see who makes the most money. And then when you guys complete that for the first year, I'll get you a prize, whatever you guys want, whatever you guys need to drive your country. You need best schools? Okay, we'll get you the best schools. You need more technology about this? Okay, we'll get more technology about this. As long as it's not meant to hurt others, I'm cool with it. Let's not be sneaky. I'm gonna make a weapon of mass destruction. No, like I'm not. It's not gonna work. Okay, it's not gonna work. No matter how much you try, it's not gonna work. It's just gonna fail. God's not gonna happen. Okay, you're not the boss. Okay, you can't make that decision. All right, understand that, ladies and gentlemen. All right, the only world you can control is essentially kind of yours, right? And that's why the next step to me is ending suicide, right? Because again, the amount of people that we lose every day because they give up is astounding. The amount of times I've had conversations with people who want to give up, and including myself, who wanted to give up. Mine's over something stupid, right? But I mean, I always want to give up, right? And it's not healthy for us, right? And maybe it's not a world thing, maybe it's just American thing, which is even sadder. But what do we got to do to get back on our feet and to know and remember that we are important? Right. And I know a lot of times our people are suffering and they can't think outside the box. They're being tortured or being all this. And there's no hope. Right. And maybe they've lost hope because of that, because how in the world can we be in a world like this and allow things like that to happen? Right. And it's our fault. We've made them lose hope. Hope in us, hope in humanity, ladies and gentlemen. Who do you think when they speak about humanity? It's us. It's you and I. We are the humans responsible for each other, ladies and gentlemen. There's no one else here. It's just us. Whether it's true or not, aliens, okay, I don't see aliens paying taxes, taking me to work. Maybe they have. I don't know, right? But at this point right now, I'm concerned about humanity. That's it. I'll worry about the other stuff later on. But right now, I want to focus on humanity. What do we got to do to fix our problems? Right? That's what I want to do. And if we can't do that, then we have to talk about it. We got to figure it out, man. That's all I'm saying, dude. We got to figure it out, my guys. I just don't see why it's got to be so difficult. It really isn't, right? And a homeless thing, like, okay, I don't have to speak on much. It's very simple. There's a lot of nonprofit organizations out there that are already doing it. We unify them together. We have one chief of command, whatever, and their job is to ensure that they house every single person in the United States of America and monitor, give them psychiatric help, give them medication, give them the health and tender care they need, the love they need. We'll have priests stop by and talk to them. You know what I'm saying? We'll give them what they need to grow, to come back to humanity, to come back to us. Because again, ladies and gentlemen, when you are off when you're off like the grid, almost like you look at the world and you're like, dude, why would I want to be a part of that? Why would I want to be a part of a world that cares more about money than the people itself? They care more about the money than the people who make the money. You know what I'm saying? Us, we're the human beings, right? And I understand, like, I'm not saying money is totally evil, right? Because again, it's what we do with it, right? It's what we do with it, right? And I want you to understand that our system's not horrible. We're not in a horrible spot, right? We're not where we need to be at, of course, but there's always progress. There's always the next step. They're much better and better every single day. With 5 minutes, 10 minutes, we're doing better. You know what I'm saying? And every single day we work hard together to solve these problems. We can have a lot of cool stuff, ladies and gentlemen. I'm telling you right now, bro. As Moses split the sea, I'm telling you right now, God's got some cool stuff for us. I'm just saying, bro. I'm just saying. I think personally, right? Let me just take it back a little bit. Moses was the first superhero, okay? Right? The first superhero that I know of, right? True superhero, right? He created bread out of nowhere. Well, not created, but God worked through him to get bread. He worked through him to split the sea. I mean, I don't know about you. I can't do that. Not yet, though, right? That'd be cool. But that's my point, right? I think humanity is meant to do greater things. And once we figure out these silly problems we have right now, and we fix these problems for good, and God looks down, he's like, dang, man, that's what I'm talking about. I'm so proud of my children. Look at them. Look at them, my angels. This is why I did what I did. This is why I sent my son. That's why I sent myself down there to be sacrificed by the people who I love. I'm proud of them now. Finally, they worked together. They finally got the message. You know what I'm saying? That's what I want as president. Whether I'm president or not, as a leader, as us, as human being, whether I'm even making to become president, it doesn't matter to me, right? As long as we accomplish the mission, that's all I care about. What does that world look like? What's next, ladies and gentlemen? Because it can't be the next same 4 years of the same slop. It's just human slop. It's so annoying, bro. I'm tired of hearing the same problem. I'm tired of hearing the same taxes problem and wage equality. That stuff should be like solved by now. How can we have not figured this out yet? Right? I think, personally, again, I've already said what I think we should do, right? Ask the people. We turn in taxes. Well, turn in a number you think you would need monthly to live comfortable without worrying about money. And if you don't need it, hey, how much money do you think you should get back in taxes? I'm just saying, bro. Like you listen, you don't need money. Hey, bro, let me hook you up. Let me just give you money. Just because you don't need money. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you pay in taxes, we'll give it back to you. And we'll try to double it if we can. All right. Something. We gotta figure something out. Right? There's gotta be some reward system. And not just wait once a year. We pay taxes every day, so maybe every month. I'm just saying you don't get a little tax cut, you know what I'm saying? A little tax break. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about. Right? I'm just saying, what would be the worst things that happen? It works. Oh, I'm not hungry no more. Oh, I can pay my mortgage. I can buy a house now. I can do these. Oh, my family's comfortable. Oh my gosh, I'm not stressed out no more. Oh my God, thank you, Lord. That's what I want to hear. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's what I'm trying to get at, guys. We're literally living in a silly world, a world that we can literally fix. And for those who are curious or quite, like, I understand, like, how could a God that talks about all these good things allow these things to happen? And I'm gonna answer that question for you so you can understand. I'll tell you the truth. I remember a day I called God an asshole because I said, how is it possible that all these evil things are happening and nothing's being done and they're still happening? And here's God, you can do whatever you want. I said that to somebody, and she'll be like, whoa, I don't think that's a good idea. But you know what happened ever since then? I was an asshole. Everything I said, oh, John, you're such an asshole. You sound like such an asshole. This and that, asshole. I've been an asshole for a long time until I realized that it wasn't God doing these things. It was us. It was you and I. God's like, I didn't do nothing. Y'all did that. Y'all decided to do some crazy shit. I gave you everything. You still fucked it up. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, guys. Really? You guys missed the message. Yeah, message, right? Like, that's what I realized that, and I was like, damn, God, like, I'm so sorry, dude. I blame you for our problems that we fucked up. You know what I'm saying? That we fucked up. For real, we fucked up. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna try to front, bro. We fucked up big time, and we got to work together to fix the problem, right? And it's like every problem we have, right? The rapes, the murders, the killing, the starvation, the wars, and the poverty, and the suppression, and the stress. It's man-made. We created this. Therefore, we can fix it with the Lord if we can't figure it out, right? He's given everything already to us that we need. We got earth, we got wood, we got all this technology, we got everything. It's just up to us to either work together or not. It's always been up to us, ladies and gentlemen. Listen to me. When you refer to yourself, when they say, who are you? You say, I am, right? And what did God say he was? I am. So therefore, I am is in all of us. How else do you refer yourself, right? You reserve, and again, that's where we're all connected. We are all children, literally, like ancestors of Christ. Are we not? Someone prove me wrong, please. Prove me that we're not ancestors of Christ. Prove it to me. Prove to me. And see where that takes you. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm trying to get to the point. I mean, you guys understand. We are literally all here to work together, to fix the problems, all right? To be the next step of humanity. Everybody keeps talking about the Armageddon and stuff like, but why are we waiting for that to happen when we can fix the problem? Like, why are we waiting for Christ to come? Christ has already done enough, man. Can he just stay with his dad? Is that okay? Do we have to piss him off to come down here with a sword and take everybody up and freaking snap his finger like Thanos and raps? You know what I'm saying? Do we have to wait till we get there? Really? I mean, come on, man. We're all just go back to the Father and talk to him. I'm just saying, you're gonna talk to him, and trust me. I pray when I see him. I bow my head like, I'm sorry, dude. I know I wasn't perfect. You know what I'm saying? But I hope you knew I loved you. That's it, God. I hope you know. At least I have all the mistakes and things I've done, I screwed up on, and I didn't do better on. I pray that at least you know I loved you, man. I did my best. You know. And I pray you help me get to the next level and get to the next level to where, like, we all strive as humans for perfection. What does that look like? You know what I'm saying? What we can do, the things we can accomplish. Right? This is, ladies and gentlemen, this is just the beginning. This is just the beginning, ladies and gentlemen. The world is such a beautiful place that, and we live in it, ladies and gentlemen. We live in it. We have control. We have decisions we can make to make our lives way better. And it starts with today. The moment you heard this message, if you stayed here long enough to hear what I had to say, thank you very much for your time. And know that you're one of those people who are going to change the world. And you're going to spread like a wildfire. And I'll tell you what a priest told me. God heard what you said. He acknowledges what you said. Right? And the truth is, like, he's here to help us. He's here to help us fix these problems that we can't seem to figure out. And I'm praying that the nonsense stops. That's all I'm saying. All right? I don't want to get physical. I don't want to get violent. I don't think that's necessary, right? Because obviously we have HR. I'm going to report you to HR, bro. Straight up. You're doing dumb stuff with kids on us. We're going to send you to HR. You're going to get a letter in the mail. You're going to have to come talk to HR. Bro, what are you doing, dude? We got this and this and this and this. What are you doing, bro? Why? You're going to have to answer it. It's not going to be the cops. Depending on how severe the issue is, but we're going to have to talk to HR, bro. Right? Because you're going to have to. It's just unacceptable, ladies and gentlemen. We got to get past that now. Police are going to be there for the safety of HR, not to lock you up, but the safety of HR. So that conversation stays there, and then, like, you got to make a decision. We want to help you. We want you to stop doing that. We want you to stop killing. We want you to stop raping. We want you to stop, molesting and hurting children. We want you to stop doing those things. We do. We want it to end. You know what I'm saying? I'm a parent. I don't want that stuff to continue to happen. We want to do whatever we can to help you, to end those problems. We have a priest in there as well, too. We'll have a priest in there. And the priest will kick everybody out. Listen, this is what's going to happen. And I just pray you just keep your hands on yourself. That's all I'm saying, man. That's all I'm saying, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you're going to lose, bro. No matter how much hatred you have, much anger, frustration you have, how much you think you're the devil, this and that, bro. Like, come on, man. Like, God, the devil works for God. If you didn't know this, it's newsflash. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's his son, too. You know what I'm saying? Hello. That's his job, bro. His job is to get you to God. That's it, bro. That's literally his job. God sends evil. Look it up, bro. Look it up. God will send evil. He's the one who controls it. That's what I'm saying, bro. Because we're doing dumb things, therefore evil exists. That's where we're at. That's where we're at. Real talk. That's where we're at right now. You know what I'm saying? We just gotta do better, bro. And we can do it. We can do it. No doubt. In my mind, we can do it. That joint was tough, though. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Oh my God. Sick. Oh yeah. Oh, that's bad if. That's bad if. Bro, that's tough. This freaking weapon is badass. I love it. That's freaking sick. But yes, as president, that's those things I hold top of my priorities, right? Am I perfect? No. Is it going to cost you $1 billion to do an investigation on me? No. It's probably going to cost you like $20. Okay. I'm not perfect. All right. I made some mistakes in the past. You know what I'm saying? But nothing to where, like, you couldn't forgive me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just being honest with you. I'm not perfect, though. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not horrible. I'm not the worst person in the whole world. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not that bad, bro. Like, I'm just a dude just trying to get things done. That's all, man. That's it. That's all I am. That's all I want to do, to make sure your family and you are in peace. Yeah, I'm in peace. Bro, you're not at peace, bro. You don't even sound like you're at peace. Stop playing like that, man. Don't lie to yourself, man. Why are you gonna do that? In order for us to heal, we have to accept the reality of the problem. You're not okay, bro. You're hurting. Where is that hurt coming from? And God will bring it out of you. Tear. I don't know how. Some way, somehow, He's gonna figure it out. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, just saying. But that's where I stand. So if you stay this long to listen to my video, I pray that you share it. And again, I want to do. I have to save some money to pay for my campaign. Which again, I don't even want to spend money on that. And I'm gonna tell you why. Right? I believe we could do this without spending a single dime. The money that goes into campaigns is absolutely, to me, atrocious. Like, that money could go into somewhere else, like, I don't know, schools, teachers, like garbage men, like, freaking lawnmowers, what people who lawn mow, whatever, farmers. You know what I'm saying? That money can go to them, right? They needed those money. They don't need, you don't need that money. You know what I'm saying? We can do this for free, bro. It's the internet. We got the internet for that. We don't have to spend a dime. If we don't need to, we could do without paying a single dime, right? I mean, I know, but the reason why I say is because if I read it correctly, I had to have at least $5,000 in my account or something, or the marketing account, not the marketing, well, essentially the marketing account, the campaign account, for us to even qualify, right? I guess that's fair, right? I don't know. Maybe I read it wrong. I'm just saying, like, that's where I need to be at, right? You know what I'm saying? That's where I need to be, where I can move forward and essentially just fix these problems, man. Silly things we have to deal with right now. It's silly things, all reasonably easy to fix. I'm not undermining the injustices we've had. I'm not denying that, nor am I like justifying. I'm just saying I want it to stop. That's where I can say for sure. I want it to end. I'm not worried about what happened in the past. I'm worried about right now. What are we doing about it? You know what I'm saying? That's what I want. That's what I want. That's what I want. Yes, I do appreciate you guys sticking by. I know I said a lot of things, but I hope that you guys like would know where I come from. You know what I'm saying? My background. I'm a father of twin girls. I have a beautiful wife. My family lives with us in our home. I have a great family. Pretty fun, to be honest with you. We love to throw parties. We love to have fun, right? Um, no Diddy parties, tell that much. Hell nah. No thanks. That's kind of weird, right? No thanks. But family parties are fun. Pretty awesome. What else? I'm Catholic, right? I was a Marine before. I served 8 years in the Marine Corps. I was an admin guy, so nothing special. Like, calm down. What else? I love the game. I'm a big video gamer, believe it or not. Favorite game right now of all times, Battlefield 3. I'm not gonna lie, right? And if we're just talking about game in general, like just how great it is, Warframe, right? Clearly, I'm playing it right now. I've been playing it for years now. Yeah, I played Skyrim, which is obviously the greatest, one of the greatest. I'm just here, Bethesda. I hope you heard this. I'm just saying, all we want is a 4-player Skyrim. That's it. Give us that. I'll be happy. I'd spend $60, $80 again. Just give me the 4-player co-op Skyrim and make it bigger. Give us DLC or something, whatever. Pay the content creators some money for every time it's downloaded or something. I don't know, whatever. Something that gives these people money for the fact that there's work to help you to make this. Whatever. You see my point. Big gamer, right? I love gaming. A marketer, I'm a certified marketer from what's it called? Oh, come on, give me a second. It's been a minute. Uh, let's see. My goodness, I completely forgot. General Assembly? Is it General Assembly? Nah. General Assembly. Pretty sure that's what it is. Anyways, certified marketing, whatever. I love marketing. I think it's great. It's fun. I like helping others do that. Um, what else? I love to eat. I love good food. And I just like working with people. You know what I'm saying? I just like helping people. I like, seeing them thrive, right? I hate, opening the door and hearing them stressed out and they're freaking miserable. And I don't want to see that crap, dude. No time for that, right? So, what else? I'm a supervisor. I would have like 100, like 600 people under me, roughly, probably more than that. But what else? What else do you need to know about a president? uh, I kind of already told you my stances on things. I don't have to really repeat myself. Like, you asked me if how do I feel about gun laws? Well, I think there's a deeper problem than just the guns itself. I think we're the problem, right? Like, taking something away. I get it. Like, I think we probably should find a way to just like not resort our problems with violence. That's all I'm saying. We need help there, right? We don't know how to. We haven't figured that out yet, right? And that's what we need to work on. Like, we need to work together to figure out how we can prevent ourselves from like like hurting each other with guns. You know what I'm saying? It's a bigger, deeper issue. It's not as simple as, oh, it's just that guns kill people. No, we've killed each other, and that's what we need to be focused on. Like, where's the disconnect? Where's the problem? Like, I remember being a kid, but I don't think I remember thinking about like just murdering people and hurting people. Like, that wasn't my like, oh, I can't wait to grow up to do that. And I'm sure it's not just that simple. And obviously, there's some things that have happened in that person's life that's gotten to the. I'm not justifying. No, I'm not saying that. What I am saying is there's got to be a better reason, a better solution than what's going on right now. What's the problem? Like, how do we address it? It can't be as simple as, oh, it's just the guns. And if it is, then okay, let's just put it on timeout for a second, right? But again, we can argue that the fact that the people who are hurting are the ones with guns, right? The ones who are suffering, the ones who are causing this harm, are the ones probably suffering, and we don't know what that suffering is. It's causing them to do that, right? Like, and therefore they cause suffering, right? I mean, I don't know. I'm not a doctor, but maybe we can talk to a psychologist or something. Again, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not justifying their action. I'm not saying. I'm just saying I want it to find a way for it to stop. That's all I'm saying, right? That's all I'm saying, bro. I'm not saying anything. I mean, I get it. Like, I understand it's happened. I'm not saying it's a simple thing, right? But like, what did you? Don't you wish that just didn't happen to any other family ever again, right? Don't you wish that, right? This is not something we should be all praying for, right? So it just doesn't happen. You know what I'm saying? Stupid crap like that, bro. You know what I'm saying? J Rock to the Ardo Dizzle. You know what I'm saying? I love Marvel. I love DC, right? I love movies. They're pretty cool. Um, Favorite movie? Probably Saving Private Ryan, man. Hands down, my favorite movie of all times. Um, what else? Favorite superhero movie? Batman, of course. You know what I'm saying? Dark Knight. The original Batman's my favorite. Batman Begins is probably my favorite, to be honest with you. Joker was cool. Don't get me wrong, but he kind of just showed I mean, the Joker was important because he showed what Gotham was really about, right? They could have all killed each other. They could have all just pulled press the button and blow everybody else. Spoiler alert. But Batman helped them unify and say that what, we're better than this, right? And that's hard to do. So he accomplished his mission. So, and he proved the Joker wrong, and the Joker was surprised, right? But what else? Favorite ice cream? Oh, Brewster's, hands down, Brewster's, guys. I love Brewster's. I love the movie theaters. It's like I love going there with my wife. I love theme parks. I love King's Dominion. Um, More of that, honestly. Uh, what else? Beaches. I love Ocean City. It's my favorite. I was born and raised in Gaithersburg, Maryland. Went to, as a Trojan, right? I didn't play football or anything like that, but that's the school I went to. Um, but what else? What do people ask, right? Um, I mean, I know there's important things they want to know my thoughts on. I just can't think of them right now. I think I kind of answered the majority of the problems right now. I would like to attack right away, and everything else is kind of just mediocre, right? Like, what else did they ask? The economy. Listen, I don't give a rat's ass about the economy, okay? Because the economy to me is the health of the people. So the people are suffering. The economy is going to be okay, right? Our GDP is the highest it's ever been. Yeah, because a certain amount, only few individuals are experiencing that GDP, surplus. Not us. You know what I'm saying? Maybe we are. We just don't know it, right? But I think it could be better. Just saying. And that's where it goes back to finding out how much people need to be comfortable. That's all I'm asking. That's what I want to know, right? Because again, the economy. I guess it depends. It depends on us, right? It depends on the people of that country. If people are thriving and learning and educating and just creating new technologies and creating new products and just continue to bring that type of like what I'm saying, like prosperity, right? Then dude, you can't, that number is going to be infinite. Like there's no limit to how much our GDP could be. It could be way bigger than what it is now without debt. I'm just saying, bro. Like the fact that we can't play our debt is crazy because someone owns the debt, which is okay, sure, but like, what if we just didn't own debt? You know what I'm saying? What if we just paid it off, bro? Like, what if it just paid for? Whatever it costs, we paid for it. Like, it's a wrap. Now what? What do we do with that money? Like, why is that the reason why the money goes to this person every single time? Not doesn't get spread out. It doesn't get like put into the right places because we're spending on other things that one man wants or something. I don't know, right? Theories and whatnot. But I think there's like actual like history about it, but I mean I could be wrong. Look it up. Right, but I'm just saying. I think that's where I stand on that. Do I have like very what's the word I'm looking for? Like they're not, they're different. I think there's different ideas. Nature. Obviously, we should be doing everything we possibly can to ensure the safety of our planet. Like, and I mean in all aspects. Transportation. Whatever. Like whatever we need to do to increase our technology to ensure that our Earth is, being helped by us. We're not hurting it. Right? We should be pushing for that. I don't care whether you believe in global warming. I don't give a rat's ass whether you think it's fake or not. I'm just telling you right now. Well, you know what's not fake? There's Earth. The Earth you're living on. Tornadoes aren't fake. Hurricanes aren't fake. Thunderstorms aren't fake. Those are all real things, and they're all, repercussions of our behavior to Earth. I think the better we do, right? The more prepared we are, the better. I'm just saying. Like, the fact that we have hurricanes and earthquakes that we can't even prevent people from, like, dying from is pretty sad to me. I think, our safety department sucks. I'm just saying, man. Ain't no way, right? We don't even have plans for like massive earthquakes, bro. We don't have plans for massive floods or typhoons or nothing. We have no plans. If there are plans, only a certain amount of people know, which is stupid, right? It's just dumb. Oh, the money. Shut up with the money. Oh my gosh, man. I'll find a loan. I'll find somebody who'll let me borrow the money or whatever. Who gives a rat's ass? It's fake anyway. I'll print it out again. Who gives a butt cheek? You know what I'm saying? Let's just come up with a plan. What does that look like? That's all I'm saying, bro. Freaking, I need money. No, you don't. We literally have all the technology we need to fix the problem. Money is not going to help us float, okay? It's not. It really isn't. I'm not sure if you know how science works. You know what I'm saying? Facts, bro. Facts on X. But you know what I'm saying? So that's where I stand on that. Definitely do not like the fact that we've improved, right? I'm not saying we're in the worst shape in the world or we're the worst people in the world or we're in a worse situation. No, I think we've been through worse situations, but we pulled through. We worked together to solve the problem. I think we got to focus on that. We got to focus on our teamwork. Like I'm tired of this division. I'm tired of this fighting and bickering over ideas. It's just ridiculous, bro. It's so ridiculous, man. No reason we should be hurting each other over just ideas that don't, like, you know what I'm saying? It doesn't even fix the problem. It just causes more problem. you know, it don't make no sense. Don't make no sense. Can I do this here? Oh, it has to be on there. That sucks. Hold on, let me see something. Ah, it'd be cool if I could just like, you know what I'm saying? Like this roll right here, it'd be sick if I could do that in the air. It'd be so awesome. Oh shoot. What else? Can I talk about border control? Talk about international relations. The economy. Don't want to give a writer's ass about it. It's stupid. I mean, it's a great system. I love. It's a really well put together system. It needs a few improvements. That's all I'm saying. The attention needs to be put somewhere else, right? Um, what else, man? I don't know. I'm sure some reporter will come up with something how I feel about certain things. I pray that I not just answer the question, but I come up with a solution. That's all I'm saying. Like, answers the questions, cool, but what's the solution, right? Everybody's got answers, but what's the solution, right? How do we fix the problem? That's what I want to know. And we got to work together to do it. That's what I'm saying.
We will all share in this bounty,
You know what I'm saying?
as long as you
What
can.
bastard. Cyclone Crush! Cyclone Crusher! I love Street Fighter, by the way. Cyclone Crusher! Cyclone Crusher. I think it was called, right? Cyclone Crusher? Oh, that's so cool, bro. Yeah, they definitely need to, like, that's how they can make Warframe, like, even more fun. Like, come up with different stances, like, different attack abilities, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is awesome. This is even making it more fun, like, to be able to do that. And I know it's a lot of coding. I'm not taking away how much work it costs or takes to do that. I'm not taking away, but it would be cool to see. I'm just saying. What else? Oh, as far as education systems, I truly believe that we should be incorporating way more money into music, into martial arts. I think it should be required for every child to go through martial arts and be trained in martial arts, right? Heavily minuscule, right? You know, make sure safety is number one, clearly, right? Um, what else? Whatever martial arts you want to learn. I mean, every child should be able to defend themselves. Just what I'm saying. You know. Um, church and state. I mean,
Consider extraction.
oh shoot, about to go down. I don't forgot. What else? I can't think of anything else.
Life support.
I'm sure someone would come up with some other stuff. If you have questions, you know, feel free to put in the comments, like, you know, things we'd like to ask the president or whatever. You know what I'm saying? How do we fix this problem, right? Um, I may not have the answers to all of them, but I will get back to you. You know what I'm saying? I'll look into it and figure out, hey, what can we do to fix this problem? Like, you know, I'm sure there's a tool out there. There's something we could do. You know, medicine. Like, obviously, I think there's natural items out there that God has given us to kind of fix the problems we have. We gotta change the way we see medical. Like, it shouldn't be a profit. It should be what it was meant to do is to cure and help people, right? So we don't have to waste time and like we can make money other. That's my thing, okay? When people are going to money and this and that. We will make money in other ways. Let's not make like healthcare a profitable like a profit thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? We should be more focused on curing and healing, right? Not how much it's gonna make like each year. No, bro. That's not it, man. Seriously. You know what I'm saying? Doctors shouldn't be stressed out about like just charging people nonstop just to be able to pay for their rent and insurance and all this other stuff. Like, they should just be able to like focus on the person, do whatever they need to learn to get that person better. That's it. Like, whatever that looks like, man. That's all I'm saying, bro. We can do that, we're good, right? But we just gotta change our mentality, like the way we think, the way we see things, right? What else? Bastard.
Additional life support has arrived.
else? What's another thing? What the heck is that? Oh. I need a stance where I just don't get knocked down, but I'm not messing with that. I don't like that. Not one bit. If you guys can think of anything else, please feel free to leave it in the chat. You know, what else? I think there should be. I think in driving school there should be like racetrack courses that people should be like automatically be able to take, so everybody can be a professional driver and spend like take driving a little bit more serious than what it is now, right? Which is a quick, okay, well you hit 3 trees, but here's your license. See you later. Bye bye. Again, profit. Like it should be more about actually teaching them how to drive and in case they're they hit snow, what to do, tactical maneuvers. You know what I'm saying? Like they should know everything. They're our children. They should be prepared for any situation. You know what I'm saying? Right? Things to be avoid. And if a kid want to race and stuff like that, there should be like I remember in Japan there's a track that only taxis and trucks take. Right? We already have the Easy Pass. Right? Why not make that into like a race course, right? Like a racetrack, right? And we have to follow some rules, right? There's gotta be rules. Like when there's traffic, obviously you can't race, right? Unless it's a steady traffic where people agree, hey, I'm going yellow, I'm not moving anywhere, I'm just kind of chilling, vibing. If you're gonna race around me, you can go. Feel free to do so. But if someone says no, then it's no. You just got to wait. You have to either pass that person or whatever to get to a place where you can race. You know what I'm saying? And again, safe racing, right? If you race to your limit, right? It's not about winning. It's just if you wanna feel the engine and you wanna be able to feel like the speed and all that good stuff, then sure, I get that, right? But we have to follow some certain rules. You know what I'm saying? Because I get it. Like we have illegal street racing. We have kids, our children, getting hurt because they're not properly trained. Right? Again, our safety is horrible. Right? We make these cars that go from 0 to 200, and you're like, oh well, don't use it. But then it's like, well, you guys made it, so why? How am I supposed to go on the track? But track, I take time out of your day, blah blah. You don't got time for that, bro. Right? You guys you're losing money at that point, right? The track should be made like a quick course, like I'm saying, a quick shortcut. Like, oh, okay, you want to race real quick? This is the road right here. It's obviously only races only. You know what I'm saying? You build like a side highway or something. I don't know. I mean, y'all can figure it out, right? What we can't keep having is people getting into car accidents, getting hurt and killed because they don't know what they're doing, right? And it's just kind of ridiculous, right? They don't respect driving as much as they should, right? Safety, they're not being safe because they're just doing it illegally, so there's no type of monitoring or regulation. It's just whatever, right? Another thing, speaking of regulation, gaming industry, okay? Listen, I don't know what we got to do to make it fair, but the fact that a CEO makes a bad decision on a game and there's no repercussions except for the fact that now they're firing their staff because they made a bad mistake, don't think that's fair. I don't think that's right. I think the CEO should have to pay their wages, and until they make profit again, then therefore his wages will be brought back up again, right? And that's just how it should work. It shouldn't get a bonus after you fired 600 people or 500 people or whatever. Like if you've made profit, if your team made you profit, right? Or make a really great game, and people are already raving about it, Destiny, Skyrim, Battlefield 3, what I'm saying? You shouldn't want to fire your team. You should just be pushing it and giving them more money if you need to perform more. What I'm saying? That they've, what I'm saying? Let's be a little more kind. Let's be a little more realistic here. That's all I'm saying. I don't think we're doing a great job of that right now. It could be better.
Consider extraction.
So, so yeah, there's got to be some type of regulation. It shouldn't be that difficult. It shouldn't take that long, right? It should be very quick. I would say, I don't know, even if there's a gaming fund, right? For the games are made in America, right? There's the part of that taxes that the gaming company pays for is a foundation. If you're we'll charge the company hefty, right? Two ways you're gonna get your money, right? You're gonna get your money, you're gonna get paid, you're gonna make sure you find another job, right? You're gonna be fine, right? I don't want your concerns to be, well, how I'm gonna pay rent and pay for food. I want you to be like, okay, what's the next project I want to work on, right? What do I want to do? What do I want to do next? Do I want to stay in the gaming industry? Do I want to make another game? Do I want to try something else? Whatever, and then make that security for everybody. Like I don't feel like money should be our like end all be all, bro. Like I just really think that's a waste of energy. I'm just saying. So until we get that fixed, then that's where we're at right now. This is all I'm saying. What else? I mean, I guess to kind of further my beliefs in the international system. Again, I want to see my brothers and sisters thrive. What does that look like? What kind of technology do you need for your people to be fed, to not worry about food, to we're not worried about housing? What do you need, bro? Have sustained energy. What do we need? What can I do to help you? Right? Right? If you need security, we'll provide it, right? We have one of the best militaries in the whole world, period, right? We all know, right? The U.S. government not someone to mess with, right? And we're gonna keep that title. We're gonna be like the Justice League, whether you like it or not. I'm sorry. We're gonna be it. We're gonna be it. And I'll tell you this, ladies and gentlemen, the moment I'm like, okay, we should kill this and kill this people and kill that, I will step down as president. I will step down. If I'm all about like trying to, like, I don't want to be like Saul. I don't want to be like King David. I don't want to be like none of those guys that made a mistake. I don't want to be those guys. The moment I do, I'm done. I'm stepping down. And I'll catch myself. And if I don't, someone say, bro, you said some crazy shit like, oh yeah, you're trying to kill that dude and this, that, whatever. You should kill his life or you kill his family. No, bro. You're done. Yeah, it's time for you to go. Time for you to retire, brother. You know what I'm saying? I'll step down, right? And the next person, who takes over can take over me. You know what I'm saying? Can take over for me. You know what I'm saying? Again, because there's gonna be a time limit to, let the next person, take it to the next level. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I don't know everything, right? I know a certain amount of things based on the things that I know and experience, but like, there's gonna be people who have better experiences that will like surpass what I can do. You know what I'm saying? That's good. I don't want to be the best president ever. I want to be one of the best, right? And to continue to create better presidents. Like that's the goal, not go backwards. Right? That's not anybody's goal. Oh, I want to see that person fail, or I want to see freaking the Republicans fail. This and that. Like that's stupid, bro. Why do we wish failure on each other? That's just kind of a waste of time too. It's crazy.
Life support activated.
Oh, what's this gonna do? What is this gun do? I love this gun. I love this gun. It doesn't do OP damage. You know what I'm saying? It's not like I'm killing level hundreds and stuff. I would like to get to that point. That'd be nice. What else? Can't think of anything else that I could talk about. That I'm, again, like I said it before. Any questions you might have, I try not to be long-winded. I love to talk, as you can see. But I hope when I talk about it, it's not silly things, right? It's things that we can really need to fix, and, whatever. I like to have fun, you know what I'm saying? I like to I guess I like to go to the beach, hang with my wife and kids, I like to go to the playground, my kids and whatnot. I like to see kids thrive and see that just have them become the best of themselves, right? And be a part of that process, be a part of that journey that we see our children just surpass us, man, in ways we've never thought or imaginable. You know what I'm saying? That's what I want to get at. That's the kind of humanity I want to get at. It's too late for us. No, it's not, man. Can you stop saying that, please? That's all I'm saying, bro. Listen, if you're around me, bro, don't be no negative Nancy, dog. And if you are, I'm going to convince you why you shouldn't be and, why we have the ability to do this and stuff. You know what I'm saying? I'll make it very simple for you to understand. Because, again, we can do this, bro. Literally. Ain't no way. We've survived the craziest things, plagues, freaking viruses, freaking wars, freaking total annihilation, the Cold War, the Civil War, the weapons war. I mean, all kinds of stuff, right? And we still here, bro. Famine, freaking plague, freaking firstborn son getting murdered because you don't listen to Moses. All that stuff, bro, we all experience. That's our history. That's human history, ladies and gentlemen. So we have to understand. It's not just, oh, some random dude. Nah, it's literally like human nature. Literally, human nature. It's human history. We can be better. That's all I'm saying. We can be better. All right, I'm gonna get out of here. So again, thank you so much for stopping in and listening to me ramble. But again, it's not really rambling. It's really, I mean, again, I am serious about running for presidency. I'm trying to find the most efficient way to run my campaign. I'm not trying to spend a lot of money. I don't want your money. I want you to keep your money. I want you to, stimulate the economy, not this. And if I do get money, sure, then, I'm gonna make sure that I accomplish the things I want to accomplish, which is end hunger and suicide and homelessness, right? All three of them. That's my goal, right? To just make it history, never happen again, period. Under no circumstances, right? Even if we tried, it couldn't happen, right? Yeah, again, if you have any questions about things that I missed or something, or maybe something that people would ask as interviewers, whatever, I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't really want to meet with like CNN or because I'd rather just I'd rather just talk to you guys, honestly, man. Like the media to me, it's like I wish they were going back to their passion, which is just telling the news what's going on. Like that's what I want them to focus on, not sending agendas and just like that's a waste of time. Listen, I want to see what's going on in the world and what can we do to fix it. That's what I want. That's what I want. What do we got to do to get there? That's all I'm saying, right? Again, we got to work together. But enough from me. Thank you so much. Again, I'm Mr. President. Please go ahead and follow me on TikTok. You don't have to follow me. Just vote for me. That's all I'm asking. You got to follow me. Just vote for me. That's all I'm saying. When it comes time in 2028, vote for me. I want everybody to work together. I want us to bring us united again, to be the United States, to be what our title stands for, to the United States, right, of America. That's what I want to push and show, humanity what we are capable of. Okay, thank you so much. Peace.
Messages in your inbox, operator. They are not as encrypted as they should be.